Welcome back to another Mechanical Ascension X video. A couple days ago, I made a community post stating that I was going to make a Divine tier list and I was just missing a couple items. Well, I've got those couple items, so we're going to be making a tier list of all 20 of the Divine tier items. Starting with the Warm Welcoming. This item kinda sucks. It has a base upgrade of 5 times and it can get up to 10 times when you used after the Couch Gag, which is this thing over here. It's not a very good divine, but not many of the divines are even that good anyway. So this one's going straight into C tier. It's not that good of a divine compared to some of the other ones. But, you know, not many divines are going to have like absurd multipliers anyway. Alright, next up, the Surflane Gaslighter. This thing does 5 times and it has a person tag attached to it because this doesn't mean anything because this will never affect the item. Anyway, it's 5 times. It's actually small compared to the Warm Welcoming, so this is actually going to get put up into B tier. Quill Qualifier. It's another one of these ones. It's got another person thing on it. This one does 7 times, but it's slightly longer. But I'm still going to put it up into B tier because it's still better than the couch. The Warm Welcoming. We'll get to the Couch Gag, it's one of the last ones. Pixelion Purifier. Isn't this just the same as the Surflane Gaslighter? Well, actually no, because it has a synergy consecutive with the Kyoko Kasarite, which is this thing over here. And if you use this after that one, it'll be slightly better, I think. I think that's how that works. Anyway, B tier, just like the others. Next up, the Pipe Bomb, the funniest of the divines, because it's just there's a pipe bomb in your mailbox. It does 5 times, which is like the Surflane Gaslighter, but it can be buffed by Draconic. However, it has a 40% chance to explode your ore. The fact that you can buff it with Draconic does move it up to the A tier, but it's not the best divine. It's slightly better than the B tier divines. Next up, Paranormality, easy S tier. This thing's a portable. It can do up to, I believe, 20 times. Oh no, 15 times. But it can be slightly random because it can do 1 times. It's got a 66% chance to, it's got a lot of multipliers nonsense to it. I think its overall chance is like, I don't know, 40%. Which is still pretty good. Alright, the Obama Fire. This does 6 times base and it can get up to 12 times used after the Biden Blast. That makes it over a 2 MPU, easy A tier. Metal Slide Upgrader. This is actually one of the first divines I got. It does 5 times, gets up 7.5 times when you buff it with Scorched. However, it is a soaring upgrader and its multiplier per unit is not that good. It's going in the same tier as the Warm Welcoming, C tier. The Meow Machine. This thing's relatively thin, meaning you can attach portables to the side of it. However, it gives Electrified. And that's obviously not very good. It's also one of the ones needed for an Abomination, so you kind of actually need to get this item. It's not that good. It's going into C tier. The Luck Manipulator. This item does 3 times and it gives Lucky to dodge harm for 1 item. Not very useful, D tier. Kyoko Kasarite. This is the thing that says buffs the Pixelion Purifier. It does 10 times, which is actually pretty good. 1.6 MPU, and it's required for an Abomination. The absolute that is a name. That is one hell of a name. Anyway, it's going in the B tier. The Jigoku Judgment. This is a too long upgrader, and it does 3 times, which makes it roughly the same MPU as all the other stuff I put in B tier. So I wonder if you can guess which tier this is going in. If you guess B tier, you're absolutely correct. Next up is the Jesse Justifier. This is a 1 tile long, 1.65 times upgrader. The fact that it's 1 tile long means I'm actually going to bump it up to the A tier because you can fit it into many spaces that you can't fit other items. Alright, next up is Jeff. This item was in the original Mechanical Ascension, and back there it was actually pretty good. Here it's kind of mid. It's 5 times, 1.1. It's going in the B tier alongside all of these items. Oh, the headstand, the worst divine item in the game. Going straight to D tier. It's a 20 times furnace and it flips your character upside down. It has no special abilities. By the time you get it, you probably have much better furnace. It's immediately outclassed when you get something like Star's Birth, and it makes your character look goofy. So I guess we'll just be upside down for the remainder of the items. The Nomite Mine, the only divine mine. It drops ores worth 50 million. It is not that great, but it has slightly more use in the headstand. So it's going into D tier. Alright, next up is the Donald Client. This thing does 6 times, and there's nothing special to it. It's going in the B tier. The Couch Gag, this thing that synergizes with Warm Welcoming. However, this thing it's the same multiplier, but the difference being is that it is slightly smaller by 1 tile. It's still not that good, it's still going in the C tier, but it is slightly better than the Warm Welcoming. Biden Blast, this is basically identical to the Obama Fire, and it synergizes with it, so going up into A tier alongside the Obama Fire. And finally we have the Alligator. This is a 4 times portable that cleanses fire. S tier, no questions asked. Portable upgrades are usually pretty good. And that concludes my rating for the divine items. In S tier, we got the Paranormality and the Alligator. A tier, Pipe Bomb, Obama Fire, Jesse Just Fire, Biden Blast. The B tier, Surflame Gaslighter, Quill Qualifier, Pixelium Purifier, Kyoko Kasarike, Digoku Judgment, Jeff, and the Donald Client. C tier, Warm Welcoming, Metal Slide Upgrader, Meow Machine, and the Couch Gag. D tier, Look Manipulator, Nomite Mine, and the F tier, Complete Garbage. Get this thing off my base headstand. And that concludes the divine tier list. I hope this video helps you out with deciding which divines are good or not. However, we all know that the only divines that we actually require are the Pixelium Purifier, the Meow Machine, and the Kyoko Kasarike, because you need them for Abominations, and probably the 2 portables for your setup, and that's about it. And maybe the Jesse Justify if you want to slot an extra 1.65 times in there. Okay, the video's over.